we're live. Welcome everybody back. This is episode 2 of the SoReal Family Podcast with your host, the CEO slash owner of SoReal Studios, SoReal, and my guest today, Reggie Walker, and his wife, Shayla. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good. How about yourself, sir?
I'm doing pretty fine
Mr.
myself.
CEO.
CEO. I need my time. I know, right? But anyway, how was y'all weekend?
Weekend. We had a weird weekend.
Yeah, not as eventful as
Yeah.
as planned, but you know, as a family, we find ways to make it work.
That's good. That's good. Well, my weekend basically is every day. What I normally do every day. Try my best not to get out the house because my wife don't want me to. So that's what I mainly do. But tomorrow, she says she wants to get out. So, you know,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I know,
That's
right?
progress.
Doing progress. She wants to get out.
Stop looking over your shoulder.
And then she wanted, yeah, I'm definitely looking over my shoulder. But anyway, she wants to go to Memphis tomorrow. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Road trip.
Road trip. I don't know if we ever gonna get out the car, but she wants to drive. She wants to drive to Memphis tomorrow. So hopefully we can get that situated and get that done. Even if we don't get out the car. Just her being out of and about is pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So normally I did announce last time that we're gonna do these on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I changed that to every Tuesday, basically because it's really not that much going on in the world, and we can have a lot more things if we just do it once a week. I mean, this is the longest show that we do. We do it an hour long at least. So, I mean, the SoReal Sports Podcast is 30 minutes to 45. So it's pretty much gonna even out on its own. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get as much family talking and as much sports talking as possible. So doing it once a week will still help out at the end. So catch us on every Tuesday night with the SoReal Family Podcast. Now, since I got that out the way, let's start with the first topic today. Kanye West. Kanye West 2020 presidential nomination. He's not Republican. He's not Democrat. He is a part of this party called the B-Day Party. I'm not saying that word. Only Reggie and Shayla knows exactly why. So it's the B-Day Party. If you don't know what B-Day means, you need to Google it. Reggie.
Go read a book.
Yeah, go read a book or something. Reggie, how you feel about Kanye 2020?
I'm all for it. All for it. Yay, 2020. There is nobody else as qualified. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. And yeah, create a Reggie file on that right now.
Okay.
Create a Reggie file.
Hey, hold on. Ain't nobody as qualified as Kanye West.
No, Kanye to
Kanye to the
yeah,
mark out West and put to the. All
Yeah.
right.
Reggie files.
Reggie.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, Lil Dun Dun has proved that he cannot run our country. He needs to be impeached, and he should have been impeached. I don't believe in Biden after a whole bunch of other things that I really want to get into because I'm not that political or want to make this like a political show or whatever. But I just feel like that if looking at a ballot in my state of Colorado now, because I'm a Coloradian, Coloradian. I'm a Coloradian now.
Coloradian.
I'm a Coloradian.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you get it right. You fresh.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want any. I don't want a mob showing up at my door saying that I got they state wrong.
Yeah. You
But
don't want people knocking on your door gently saying, "Hey, correct yourself, man."
Exactly. Like, yeah, I don't need that in my life. But yeah, if I look at a ballot from my state and I see Kanye West in his own party, and I see Biden under Democrats, and I see Trump under Republicans, it's a clear choice for me because obviously and honestly, in everybody's opinion, Trump has done nothing. I'm sorry, Lil Dun Dun has done nothing as far as the black community goes, as far as healthcare. Is like there are a list of things that I can run down that he's just done terribly wrong for this country. Joe Biden, on the other hand, he seemed like a favorite at one point in time, but since then he has slowly came out as being a fucking hick. Like he's not my guy. Now Kanye being a musical artistic genius. And genius, yes. I can freely use that word when talking about him.
Me too.
I think that there is a master plan that he has behind it. I did see that this morning he came with a tweet with an album that he planned on dropping this coming Friday, which basically just adds more fuel or speculation rather to the whole presidential campaign thing in the first place. Because when it came out on July 4th, everybody thought it was like a hoax, or he was just playing, or it was some grand design behind it. But if you can refer back to his CD that came out in 2016, Yeezus, he hinted toward being on the 2020 presidential ballot anyway. So I saw it coming, but I just didn't know how real it was until the Oklahoma ballot that he actually missed the deadline for. And then the rally that just happened the other day in South Carolina, which he's clearly not going to be a part of. And there are only a few other states out there that need a certain amount of signatures. I want to say it's like 8,000, maybe 10,000 signatures to even get him on the ballot. But in the long run, with him being on there or not, and then him coming out today saying that he wasn't going to continue his presidential campaign, and then hitting that album, and then next thing you know, deleting the shit. Like it's just something behind it, all in all. I mean, and it may be just a cover up for something else that's going on out here in the world aside of COVID-19 and Lil Dun Dun telling who that he don't want, them continuing COVID-19 tests. So I just feel like it's a grand design behind everything. Seems like wife needs to say something.
I was saying there's the CDC, not who.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Very correct. Good job.
Don't forget to look over your shoulder.
Hey, I'm not looking over my shoulder. Yeah, if I look over my shoulder right here, you see Tim Duncan and Kawhi Leonard and Freddie.
Not the show. This is not the show. Wrong show. Wrong show.
Shayla, can you please correct your man and go ahead and let us know how it really supposed to be? Because he just spoke nonsense.
I don't know. I really don't. I have no say so for that.
You have no comments.
Nope.
In other words, she's neither with me nor against me right now.
She just I don't know, discombobulated over the fact already.
Well, let's see what you think about this whole campaign run since we first heard about it on July 4th and and all the events leading up until now.
When I first heard it on July 4th, I was like, man, this just Kanye West just talking. He haven't spoken in a while. I mean, people ain't been talking about Kanye West, so time for Kanye to just start speaking and just opening his mouth. And then when I seen that he actually went to South Carolina to try to get on the ballot, I was like, oh man, he really believe in this now. I believe he needs help. How in the world do he think that he gonna sit there? Well, hold on. Let me rewind myself. When I first heard it, and if I thought it was to be true, the first thing popped in my mind was All he gonna do is remove votes for black people off of Biden in order to help Trump. Because if you're not voting for Trump, you definitely supposed to be voting for Biden. I'm not saying Biden is the right candidate, but he is by default because nobody wants Trump in office no more. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Trump is terrible. Trump is god awful. Like I don't understand how in the world. I still believe back in 2016 that he didn't want to win. He just wanted to check and see how far he can get, and he went all the way to the end, and he couldn't believe it himself. So he was like, "Well, at least since I'm here, might well do something." Shit, and he done absolutely nothing since then besides fire damn near his whole staff at least twice, get in trouble about what's that porn star that I forgot her name, Stormy Daniels.
Wife.
Stormy Daniels. That scenario.
Yeah, her too. Okay.
Yeah, Stormy Daniels. Steady saying sweet nothings to his daughter's ear, and a whole bunch of other nonsense for no apparent reason. Had this wall even still been built yet? Is the wall completed?
No, the wall is not complete.
And Canada is finna build a border wall against us because they don't want us to get into their country because of COVID-19. And they wall finna be built before this Trump wall.
Well, I'm gonna go on record and say this. Fuck Canada.
Man, whatever.
Yeah,
I love you, Canada. Oh,
fuck.
Canada, I will sing your song forever. I will, if I can
only
move Canada,
if you
I'll
need
move
the
there
lyrics.
now.
I'm gonna send you the lyrics right now, so you will actually
Don't send me the lyrics.
Okay.
All because that man did blackface, man. Don't be trying to hate on that man. Okay?
No,
He
no.
was
It's a
dumbfounded.
deep-seated hate from watching South Park as a child that
Oh
traumatized
man,
me.
South Park is awesome. Hey, South Park is one of the reasons why I want to go to Canada. I feel bad for Canadians after watching South Park, but that's besides the point. But let me go back to Kanye West 2020. So Kanye West started his little campaign, and he had his little moment in South Carolina. And the reason why he didn't get in the ballot in South Carolina because he didn't turn in the people that signed off on it. He had enough people to sign off, and he didn't turn it in on time. So that was his fault. But
that was for Oklahoma.
I thought that was for South Carolina.
No, he made it in time for South Carolina. Actually, he needed the 10,000 signatures by Monday evening. I can't remember the exact time, but it would have been last night sometime that he needed those 10,000 signatures, and he wasn't able to get it probably because of his rant at the rally. But he missed the deadline for Oklahoma by one day. So as of right now, it's pretty much over with unless he can get the 10,000 votes in the other remaining states, which I'm not 100% sure on right now.
No.
On which ones those states are.
No. So once he done that, now what's the purpose of him running? The Harriet Tubman thing, I don't understand because I don't know what it got to do with him running as president. All he doing is knock another black woman down for no apparent reason.
Okay, on that note, he spoke exactly how he felt, which was exactly true. Harriet Tubman, even if you Google it, Harriet Tubman did not free the slaves. Yes, she did show the way, or yes, she did go and help some people, but she is not the reason, well, she is not, the force to say that she freed slaves, because she can't legally, especially at that time, actually free a slave that belonged to a slave master. So no, that was completely accurate. I think that in his rant at the rally that he should have did exactly like Drew Brees should have did, and it's just shut the fuck up, stay on topic, answer the questions that was asked to you. I can't lie. Yes, Kanye has some mental health issues. Yes, he should probably be taking his medicine. There are questions as to why Kim wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. She didn't want to support it. She didn't want to support this. She knew what he was about to do. She knew damn well what he was about to do. and say
needless
some
to say,
nonsense.
needless to say that, and even me and my wife earlier, we had a conversation about it, about him ranting about his child should have been aborted, and him breaking down crying and saying that his wife sending him, if he feel like he didn't get out. These are his truths, and me personally, not making an excuse for him, but me personally, if I were to run for president, and I'm gonna ask you the same thing, would you rather put everything out there, even, because a lot of people didn't know about the abortion thing, a lot of people didn't know about the Kim trying to get him to go to therapy in Wyoming. Like, a lot of people didn't know that. So if he put it out there himself, I feel as though it's actually helping him, because if people find out about it on the back end, just like with the whole Kevin Hart making that little homophobic remark that he made before the Grammys, I feel like if that was put out there, if all my truths are laid out from the beginning, then there's no backlash on the back end. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no way that somebody could come out later on and be like, oh, well, you said this, or well, we found this out about you. Like, if you put it out there from the jump, then people have nothing to say. People have no reason to twist it. But even still, people are doing just that. They're twisting it, just like the whole Harriet Tubman thing. They mad that he said Harriet. Well, he said it, but it's true. His tone may have been incorrect, but regardless of the fact, what he said was not a lie. And I can't be mad at him for not telling a lie.
Yeah, he didn't word it correctly at all. He just basically said she basically sent them people to go work for other white people. It's not that many black people who was owning shit. So yeah, they had no other choice but go work for white people. But they was able to get a job and provide for their family, get married, things of that nature, as to what they was used to being, as in forced to work for absolutely nothing. But he didn't word it that right. But I also feel like that he ain't let out all his stuff. It's probably still some stuff out there. So they're gonna find something anyway.
This again was just the first rally in South Carolina. This was not
where is next rally gonna be? Because everybody wants to see this encore.
As of right now, we don't know as of right now, because
his album gonna come out before his next rally.
Of course it will.
Mm-hmm. It's coming out this Friday.
Mm-hmm. Supposedly.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it would be no delays. I believe it's the one that he was working with Dr. Dre on.
It could be. It could be. Like I said, I saw the track list, but I didn't see, like, I don't remember seeing Dr. Dre's name on the track list at all. Like, or even if it was, he might have, just did like production work with him, which
right, that's what he did.
Which wouldn't make it to the track list.
Yeah, it wouldn't be on the track list. It'll be on when it's come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the album, which I believe will be a banger. But then he go Christian, so he ain't really that kind of Kanye no more.
Well, that was I think that was just for that certain genre. For example,
but he said it.
Lil Wayne was not the same Lil Wayne when he created that rock album.
No, so but Kanye said himself that he'll never go back to that. He'll always go Christian. He tweeted that.
Well, here again, Kanye has tweeted a bunch of outlandish shit. So
just like who? Just like who? Just like who?
Let's
I'm done. So can we be done with the Kanye? Since we were done with the little dun-dun?
No, we're not done with Kanye because T Daddy still is in office until November.
Oh, T Daddy. Oh, T Daddy. Oh, man. So Kanye, let's go ahead and end this topic. Kanye got your vote, Richard?
If he makes the ballot, yes.
What about you, Shayla?
No.
Yeah, that's a hell no for me. No.
No.
Nah.
That's fine. Split decision.
Right, you split. That's majority. It's 2 out of 3.
I don't even think that'd be a good poll.
Okay.
Now let's go on to another topic that's very serious. This past weekend we had two people, well, one person who actually tried to commit suicide, and Tamar Braxton. We have found out that she is alive and well. Well, she's doing way better than what she was doing before.
Thank you.
And oh my God,
Hey, son.
Hey, boo.
I seen her coming. And I couldn't even stop it.
It's a face mask.
She got her face mask on. She wanted to interrupt and come out of nowhere.
I just want here to say.
She just wanted to say hey to you, Reggie.
Thank you. Hey, how you doing, babe?
He said, "How you doing?"
Good.
She doing good. Like, go put some water on your face. Something.
No, it's supposed to dry and it peels off.
Well, go let it dry
I'm
somewhere.
letting it dry.
Let it dry in the Sahara Desert or something.
Ah, shut up.
Dang, you interrupted me. I was sentimental at that time too. You ruined it.
You'll be alright.
Yeah, I guess I will.
Yeah, just edit it out and put some blackface music in that part.
Yeah, because I don't want people thinking she went whiteface.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyway, back to what I was saying. Tamar Braxton is doing pretty good. We had a little situation with her in which she overdosed because she feel like that. Well, it's her feelings. She feel like that she is trapped in the whole situation with her production team about the reality shows. Like it's something like that she can't get out of.
That's
I didn't read the entire story. I didn't brush up.
But it's something about her being free. Like she wants to be free, but she feel like she can't be free. So she's felt like that dying is the only way to get out of it.
I mean, I think she feel like that with life in general, though. Like she just
I agree.
want to cut loose,
Yeah, I agree with that.
trying to be her own person. But of course, her older sisters paved the way, so she's stuck in that limelight as well. So
Yeah.
She
Then
just-
having her own reality TV show and having everybody talk about her and things of that nature. It's just a lot going on with that. And speaking of people talking about, Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon also dealt with a lot of issues.
Yeah.
He had a little situation where he talked about the Jewish community, and he had a lot of backlash on that. Viacom itself decided that they wanted to pretty much cancel him, which will remove him from being in Nickelodeon, Wild 'N Out, one of my favorite shows to watch, being canceled, things of that nature. And then he decided that he was going to apologize. He did apologize, and now the black community is attacking him for apologizing. And now he feels like that since everybody's against him, he has had suicidal thoughts himself. Now, as of now, I know that he hasn't tried to commit suicide, but he has posted on his Instagram that goodbye Earth, and I believe somebody else died, and he was talking about how he was thinking about it, but the other dude had the balls enough to do it, and things of that nature. I'm gonna start with you, Shayla. How do you feel about suicide?
ooh, I mean, it's very up there. I mean, mental health is everything. Like if your mental is not right, like you're not right at all.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's a lot with that.
It really is. It really is.
With that, all kind of things could bring that on, like everyday life. past life trauma, So just be more aware.
Yeah, yeah, I agree on that. What about you, Reggie? How you feel about that?
On suicide in particular,
Yeah, just in particular. You don't have to talk about them too.
um, well, of course, I'm against it in any way, form, or fashion,
Right.
and I just like like she said, it's a lot that goes into what may drive a person, their mental health, to drive them to where they feel like, this is the end, or I can't take anything else. And you know well, I'm gonna just be honest, Brian, and this is just honest because we're being real, right? So
Yeah.
um I don't agree with suicide, but here again, if that's that person's life. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. If that person feel like they just can't go on no more, and if they feel as though that's the only way out, then as a person with a heart that beats just like that person that has a heart that beats, I would tell that person to seek out counseling, seek out some help, find people that love you. If you want to ignore all those signs and still commit to what you want to do, then by all means, my hands are up. There's nothing that I can do with you at that point. I will still, if you close enough to me, I'm still gonna love you. I'm still gonna want better for you. I'm still gonna try to, show you the path of getting yourself back mentally stable. But if you not within my circle, if you're not a close friend or something like that, then my love for you, my compassion for you is not as strong as it would be. Meaning that if a complete stranger committed suicide and I so happen to see it on TV, then not necessarily, oh well, but be that as it may. Now, if you in my circle, I would be more adamant to try to find you some help, work with you, find resources, do stuff like that to try to prevent this and try to get your mental back. And also what I would do is, since you would be in my circle, if I would call you my friend, my brother, my sister, something like that, I would also go through those steps with you, just so that you know that you are loved and you got somebody on your side helping you out this process, because you are, again, what I would call a friend, a brother, or a sister in this instance. But if you're a stranger, then I just feel like, your friends, your family should have been there more and helped you out so that you didn't, get on this path of destruction. But by all means, you grown, you want to do what you want to do, so do it. If you got the balls to do it. And if you don't, then shut up about it and take advice from other people. And that may sound harsh to some people. I don't want to come off as being harsh, but that's just my reality of it.
Right. 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 And I agree. I agree definitely with what you're saying. Me, on the other hand, I hate the idea of suicide. Um, I hate when people are going through things like that and they feel like it's nobody else to go to. Me being religious, I always know that I can go to God and I can have my faith in Him, or at least that's somebody I can talk to at the situation. Like, no matter what, like my mental back in the day, I ain't gonna lie, I have got to points where I felt like that it was nobody there for me, nobody cared about me, and why am I here? Like, what's my purpose? But the main purpose that I have right now is my son Elijah. And it's crazy that his name is Elijah for it to be biblical. And anytime I'm going through anything, I always think of him. Because I do not want to leave this world not knowing what my son gonna do, or not knowing that my son won't be able to see me again. So I can be down to my lowest, to the lowest thing possible. And I know that I can still get up knowing that I have a son named Elijah that I look forward to every day. whether it's talking to him, seeing him, or just knowing that he's still alive himself. Now, everybody can't feel that way. Everybody don't think that way. That's just me as a father
Right.
when I first had my son. Some people have different scenarios, and I understand that. People just don't understand how strong mental health is. Mental health is very strong. As a black community, we feel like that we don't never need therapy. And I disagree. It's certain times that we need therapy because it's either we won't take therapy because we think it's weak for a person to go to therapy because they ain't strong enough in their mind. No, you just need somebody to talk to you and get you to better understand yourself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And they got professionals that actually does that. Also, people like, well, I don't want to go to no therapy because I can just talk to God. That is true, but it's somebody that actually can respond to you like verbally as a therapist. Now, God can speak to you, but sometimes you don't be hearing it or you don't be listening and you don't understand. Going to a therapist, you could definitely understand it, but that's just how your faith is. So overall, I don't like the word suicide. I don't like hearing about suicide. I'm glad that Tamar Braxton is all right. I hope she gets the help that she needs. I hope Nick Cannon gets the help that he needs. Because he needs to understand that social media will send you in that direction. Because not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna like you on social media. It is people on social media are there just to be the most negative people in the world. They are there just to be negative. They are there to say the most negative things possible. They want death threats towards you. They want to say, I hate you so much. Why won't you just die? It's people out there that's thinking that way and they will post it on social media. They won't say it in public if you meet them, but I know damn well they are strong enough to say it on social media. And you just got to be able to get that mentality in your head that, man, there's too many people that love me more than hate. And if it's more hate than love, I'm just gonna be strong towards the love because I'm here for a reason. I have a purpose in this life, and once you find it, you'll be all right.
I agree with a lot of those, and even your closing statement that actually resonates back to something that Professor Griff and Nick Cannon talked about during that discussion is that your basically your life assignment. And I don't believe that God put anybody here for them to determine that, you know what, God put too much on me and I got to take it away. I don't
Right,
believe I don't believe in it at all.
right, right. And I agree with that 100%, man. But things
And
like that happen.
I'm I wasn't too polished on the whole Tamar Braxton situation. I actually had to ask my wife like this happened. Like I completely missed that one. And as much as I'm on Twitter, you know, Twitter got everything immediately, but that's just something that I had to miss and was unaware of it completely. But yeah, prayers to her family and to her. Like I said, I heard she's in stable condition and they're thinking about getting her to moving her to another facility, and I hope everything works out good for her. Just
Yeah,
want to go on record saying that, and their whole family has our full support.
yeah, yeah. Prayers out to them, man, to the family. Hoping that she gets gets the thing that she wants. I mean, that she needed. Make sure she gets what she needs in order for her to get better. Because people, hopefully, she could see the people that prayed for her while she was in this condition, and hopefully that will help her out as in seeing that, hey, we are there for you. We are here for you. We're not against you. We don't want you to commit suicide. Whatever that's going on in your life, it can get better. And we here to support you no matter what.
Facts.
Now, back to our last topic. Well, not back to, but our last topic for tonight will be on the United States of America.
Mm.
Will we ever get back to normal? Do you ever remember normal? Do you remember the times where you can go outside without a mask and feel 100% safe? Do you remember the times where you enjoyed every single day of your life? Do you remember the time that everything was all right? And if you don't, I hate it for you. But do you feel like we can get back to that? Is it possible?
Ladies first.
I say the mask is gonna be the new norm. Cause if you just like look at before it all happened, like China had been wearing masks for like 2, 3 years. So
You're right.
we just, it's just coming back around full circle. So I think the mask gonna be a new norm. I hate it. 'Cause I can't breathe.
I feel the same way. And I gotta find me a mask that I'm actually comfortable wearing. Cause the mask that my wife keep ordering, like she order masks like every month, just so we could try the new mask, so we can check and see which mask would be all right. She actually believed. Shut up, quick call, Rich. Quick, put the
Oh,
phone down.
Carl.
Put the phone down. She looked. Hey Reggie, you seen that test that they did on Facebook? I believe it's some woman. She'll like, in order for you to test your mask to make sure that the coronavirus won't go through, if you put your mask on and you can blow out your, yeah, you can blow out your lighter. Yeah,
Yes,
that's the main reason why we keep getting different masks, because we keep on getting these masks and blowing out the lighter. So she keep ordering different masks. Shut up, Shayla. Quit your laughing. I'm telling. I don't care. I'm snitch. I'm Takashi in your ass as soon as I get out of here.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Hanes
You
have a 3-ply mask.
And you the one called her crazy. We didn't. You called your wife crazy.
She is.
Y'all should
That's beside the point.
go to Walmart and look for Hanes. They have 3-ply masks. Try
They do?
those.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't go to Walmart. She don't want me to go nowhere.
They got pickup. They got Walmart pickup.
Yeah,
Take advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. They have Hanes have 3-ply. If the 3-ply don't work, then I don't know what to say. You better go cut up some socks now for real.
Hey, you seen when I put them socks? I had them socks cut up. I tried that. It worked.
You better go cut up some socks and sew them together.
Yeah, I had them black socks. Everybody wondering why I had Hanes on my chin.
Well, if you go buy the Hanes mask, I'm sure they got Hanes on them.
I don't know if it's on your chin.
That's not as ridiculous as some of the masks that we've seen during this whole quarantine situation.
Right.
No way. Like,
For real?
He
Crazy.
came for real with some draws on his face. Like,
You seen the women on Facebook who took off their panties and put it over their face?
I saw one even worse, man. I saw a dude who couldn't get into an establishment and called the lady back who was in front of him to he whispered in her ear. I don't know if he ended up paying her or not, but he like called her back outside, whispered something in her ear. Next thing you know, she pulled her panties off and he was able to put a mask on to go inside this place.
He used somebody else's panties. God.
Somebody else like this look like a fucking
you don't know what
stranger.
she had in them panties.
She could have had COVID hidden in that little secret pocket of panties that we all wonder what's about.
She could have had COVID in there. She could have had COVID hidden right there. So y'all a fool.
What is that pocket? What is the pocket in the panties for? That is the next topic on the SoReal family conversation. That's what is
we need to discuss that too. Because I don't know what that pocket is for. What's the purpose of the pocket? Is that the juice the slot where you're supposed to hold the juices and stuff like that? I don't know. But we'll say that topic for another day.
It's gonna, next Tuesday, y'all, tune in. We got some interesting. We're gonna have some interesting feedback, some intriguing questions surrounding that whole theory myth. Of
We might talk about that the whole episode.
hey, we made
Well, Reggie, you think we can go back to normal though?
I'm gonna go ahead and jump out there. What the fuck is normal? And when the hell did we experience it? When we was 12 years old, drinking hydrant water because we were thirsty, and then and mama told us to not go back in the house. Was that normal? Because at that point in time, we felt safe to go outside. It was safe for us to take a lighter and take hairspray and spray it. Like, like that was our normal. Would kids
Right.
ever use that? Probably not, because they're too engulfed in social media. Not to mention the fact that us now as parents are trying to prevent them from even being around anything like that that would expose them to such symptoms of COVID-19, or just being parents in general. So normalization to me is something that is man-made, something that we don't need to actually regulate, because here again, there is no normal. So there could not be a new normal when there was when there was no old normal. It was just
Right.
what we created in our headspace, in our lives, to say that, okay, this seems like what everybody else is doing, so this is normal. But even in my life, your life, what you may experience to be normal, I look at it like, well, it may not necessarily be normal for me
Right.
to go through it versus you going through it. It may be normal to you, but it may not be normal to me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So as far as America go, whatever America thinks that is normal, and I'm guessing that would be for us to, or not necessarily us, but for an example, a city like New York that never sleeps. New York's normal would be get up, go, get stuck in traffic, cuss out this person, try to make it back home and shit like that. I think that normal is completely gone, because that normal has been reduced to, let's take these certain precautions during our day. Not saying that it doesn't apply to us, but here again, I just don't feel like that's a certain sense of normalcy.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I don't see it. Well, I mean, I agree with what you were saying about there's not really a normal,
Mhm.
but like the so-called quote normal.